Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Street. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. To rumble for this college football playoff game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Commodores offense will be the first up today. Got a matchup on paper, Kirk, that really seems to favor this dominant defense. And unless this offense can do something special, it feels like yards and first downs are going to be hard to come by today.
What this defense does a really good job of is negating any ability at all to run the football. Puts you in obvious passing situations, and then they turn it loose and get after the quarterback. I feel bad for the offensive line and especially the quarterback today.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense. Just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. Second down play coming up for this offense. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the Commodores' offense is on the move now. There's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. Commodores will line up to punt it away. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10. You can't do it any better than that. The Cornhuskers offense gets their first crack now. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most.
So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. Out corralling for no gain. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Bringing pressure. He'll be sacked back after one narrowly avoiding a safety.
That is a close call. Almost brought down inside his own end zone for a safety. He's fortunate to be able to get out of there and avoid the safety.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Great move there. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game. The Cornhuskers will have first and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He dumps it off to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. Offense putting together a solid drive. 1st down at the 46. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to chuck it again. He's got room to run. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. A deep shot to the right. Oh, it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. Oh, and he shanked it. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the danger here. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And the completion made. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. They'll try the ground game here. And he goes nowhere. Stop full behind the line of scrimmage. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Clock completion. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now. 1st down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. 6th play of the drive coming up. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time you your eyes and make your throw, it's exactly what we saw right there.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. He finds the running back in the flat. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. They'll punt it of this first quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Vanderbilt on top right now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Grab made by the tight end. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46. The Cornhuskers looking to keep this drive rolling. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. An inside give now from the shotgun. The Huskers will try to keep this drive moving. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Huskers have first and 10 here. QB to the tight end for a completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Now play number 9 on this drive. Off target with the throw, incomplete. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback will throw it up the one pass option. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the... So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Here comes the handoff. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Using his legs, it's Hampton. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the senior quarterback off target there, flew behind him. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Using his legs here. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Productive drive in the making, a first down at their own 42. Ball handed off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll run it here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Keeping it on the ground here. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but he's past the line of the game. First down at 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the Commodores keep the football on the move. See what the call is on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Ball handed off. They finally stop them at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal. Commodores looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
So getting nothing on first down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's a handoff, testing the middle. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. There's a flag in the field. If it's on the defense, it would not be enough for first down yardage. Cannot make contact with a kicker like that. Costly special teams penalty gets the offense back on the field. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. And there's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. They'll try to power him right up the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. On the ground, it's Hampton. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking for a receiver. He escapes the pocket. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
That's a quarterback who is willing his team to find a way to win. 4th and goal, everything covered, and instead of trying to squeeze it in, he trusts his legs to get it into the end zone, and it pays off.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down. Looking to throw the football. And the pass is complete to the tight end. The defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion of the big tight end. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The Cornhuskers will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. And gaining enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Commodores line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Breaks an open space.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. But there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined off. Take the result of that play. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Commodores will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Caught in the flat by the running back. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Caught quickly. And he will be stuffed for no gain. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Hop over the middle. It's Wiggins. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. And the quarterback keeps it here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And that catch is hauled in. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Quarterback keeps the football. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, just roll the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Commodores will have to kick this away. And he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And it'll be Smother right at the line for no gain. Strong defense there. They stuff the run and makes it 2nd and 10 from their own 20. QB keeper all the way. Has the 1st down and more. Sokka brought down after a nice run. 1st down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. Makes the defender miss. He'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. The Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Wideout's now clustered. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. And this pass is caught. Good enough for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
it's 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just standing there, gets hit again.
Man, I can't believe that. They bring the blitz on 3rd down and long, but give them credit. It works out perfectly. They bring the pressure, and it pays off.
And the Huskers will have to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. Fielded near the 20. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
And the Vanderbilt offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And you set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a man. Blitz and a quick sack.
Great job here on this sack by this linebacker from Nebraska, living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stuffing the run, but the ability to pressure the quarterback. They've had some great ones over the years.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Trapped again in the pocket.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And that punt will just bounce out. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. QB decides to keep it here. He's got the first and still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 play. And he'll set up to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Wiggins. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Booker gets Vanderbilt on top right now, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Snags the quick throw. Breaks into the clear. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
2nd down and goal upcoming. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point good. They trail now 17-10. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Breaks into open space. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, this defense. If there's any chance to get back in this game, you can't give up a big game like this on first down.
They'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. It'd be a loss of the play. It's a ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down play coming up. Leaning on the run game here late. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Here's the target, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
And here's the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Important second down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. On this drive, they're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down, but it's third down and 9 here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Commodores lining up here on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hampton. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. They're gonna run it. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the Commodores will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, his first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop. Or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
They'll run here on third and goal. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. Now it's fourth and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
Straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team has bought all the way in.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.